Welcome to Moments in Ministry. Welcome to Moments in Ministry with MJK. If there was any place that I'd rather be, it's where I am today. I have went through some storms and some battles. I have went through some heartaches and some pains. I have been in the mud. I have been at rock bottom. But there's no place I'd rather be than today. I've been up on a mountain high. But there's no place I'd rather be than today. I found some sense of happiness in this world at some point in time in my life. I've had some joy. I've had some level of success. But there is no place I'd rather be than where I am today. I've won some and I've lost some. But there's no place I'd rather be than where I am today. Because when I was winning and losing, when I was up and down, when I was at rock bottom and on that mountaintop, guess what? I was there alone. I didn't have God in my heart. So I would rather be here where I am today. Because God fills my heart today. Something that I didn't allow myself to experience before. But now that I have allowed myself to experience the love of God, to know Him, to seek Him, to want Him, to desire Him, to follow Him, to listen to Him, to fulfill His purpose and His will for my life, I'm richer, I'm better, I'm stronger, I'm happier, I'm higher, I'm mightier, I'm wiser. There's nothing that I can't do. I'm winning. All those other times during the highs and the lows, without Him, I was always losing, always lacking, always without. Because I didn't allow Him to fill my heart the way that He desires to. I didn't listen to Him. I didn't follow His word. I didn't follow His will. I didn't follow His purpose. I didn't follow His voice. I didn't take His hand. I didn't pray. I didn't ask for help. I didn't look for Him for guidance. I tried to do it all on my own. And now that I surrender myself and give myself over to the Lord, all things are working for my good, and I see them. I was blind before. The blindfolds have been removed from my eyes. Now, don't get me wrong, the Lord was right there with me all the time. But I hindered and I blocked a lot of my blessings because I did not open up my heart to receive Him. I did not have faith in all the things that He said He could and would do for me. Because the only one I looked for to provide for me was me. How foolish. But now that I have allowed the Lord to fill my heart and I understand my place and who He is and who I am to Him, my life is so much better. So there is no place that I'd rather be than where I am today. If you don't allow God to fill your heart, if you don't suck Him in and let Him be the glow within you, to catch on to everything that He's given you in mind, in body, in heart, in soul, in spirit, you are depriving yourself of something great. And you might want to rethink where you are today. Because even though it may look like you're in a winning space without the Lord, you are always, always always losing. But with the Lord, you are always, always, always winning. Do not forget, God is your source. You make nothing happen. He makes everything happen. With God, all things are possible. But with God, you're winning. And all things are possible. Because there is nothing that He can't do. We have limitations. There's a lot that we can't do. He has no limitations. And He will have no boundaries in facilitating everything that you need and want if you only allow Him into your heart. Only allow Him to take a place into the arteries and ventricles and the veins and the blood and the bones and the marrow of your body. There's no place I'd rather be than where I am today. I wonder how many people can truly say that. It's time to pass the torch to God and stop thinking that you can run this marathon called life all by yourself, because you can't. And even if for some strange reason you do, you're still going to be a loser. We only win with God. Because He can take us farther than we can take ourselves. So when you think about a marathon, and think about how long it is, and think about you running it by yourself when everybody else has God that they can give the baton to, but you don't, that only equates for loss. Because you're tired. You have limitations. You can't do it all by yourself. But with God, we can win the race. There's no other place I'd rather be than where I am today.